Zaczynamy przygodę, widzowie! Hogwart jest tuż za tym lasem! Pociąg ciufcia Hermiona z upiętym dupskiem już jedzie! Down! Lecyny!
Double kill. Holy shit.
Piękny Hogwart! Zaje, kurwa, wiście! Piękne to jest wczutka w chuj, polecam gierę Fest! Dziadostwo Hogwartu, Portki Games. Fajne masz portki, wariacie, a to jest moje dziadostwo w jebanym Hogwarcie. Let's get it poppin'. Let's get it bang.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I
O,
told my
fejmu
mother
dojebało
in the hope
Loganowi.
that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
Okej, ale powinna być z ciebie dumna.
If she knew more
Jednak
about what
pomagasz
you've
tutaj
done,
w dobrej sprawie, w
I
dobrej
suspect
wierze.
she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he
No,
fell,
smutna
my
sprawa się
father
trochę.
changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
O, w takim razie już teraz wszystko rozumiem. Dlaczego działasz? Jakie są pobudki twoje? Zrozumiem, że to forma zemsty.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
Co ty w
No.
Warkaj piszesz?
Vengeance is not what drives
Za
me.
głupoty.
My father would not want that. He and my mother
Hogwart jest dla
raised me to
każdego,
believe
dla
that
wszystkich
it
jest
is a
Hogwart.
privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
Okej, w takim razie przykro mi z tego powodu, no nie wiem co ci powiedzieć.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words.
Tak,
We
ojciec
all have
Odyna.
our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank
Okay,
you
Natty.
again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Widzowie, czy przez ten kapelutek nie przybija się mój dread, jak w GTA 5, które ma 15 lat? Tak, przez kapelusz przybija się dread. 369 zł. Dane. Ale ja się cieszę. Okej, dobrze, czyli teraz mogę otwierać zamki Alhamora 3. Tam pewnie też są jakieś gadżety. O, dzień dobry.
Hello, Mr.
Chyba
Moon.
mam wszystko, o co pan prosił.
Greetings, huh? Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I actually have some moons for you.
So you have. But bring me a few more and I'll show you how to improve casting Alahamora.
Jak to?
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
I commend you for your courage and valor, especially since they can.
Ja proszę panu, to jakaś pomyłka, bo ja panu 9. No nie walisz w chuja, oszukujesz.
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings. Any luck removing some more of those demiguise statues?
I'm sorry to say that I haven't found any more of those statues.
How unfortunate.
Ale mnie oszukał! Powiedziałeś, że kurwa 9! To po chuj mówisz, że 9!
Where should
To
I
po co to
look for
wszystko
more
było?
demiguise statues and moons?
Jeszcze 4, no nie pierdol!
Which, as you know, have now become quite haunting. Here in the castle, in Hogsmeade, and believe it or not, in some of the surrounding hamlets. My tormentor is nothing if not thorough. I haven't left the castle in ages.
No dobra, no
I'm
niech będzie.
constantly on edge.
Będę szukać
I'll
dalej.
keep an eye out for more
Myślę, że będzie
demiguise
trójeczka.
statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
I commend you for your courage and valor, especially since they can only be collected at night.
Czyli jeszcze 4. No dobra. Co za gość? Musimy się spotkać z Poppy. Że nas czeka. Poppy, jestem! Przepraszam, szukałem demomimozów.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
Okej, przykro mi w takim razie, Poppy.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Aha. O kurka wolna, czyli ratując jednego, wpakowaliśmy w problemy drugiego. Kurwa, wiedziałem, że tak będzie. Dlaczego kłusownicy się interesują
Why
znikaczami,
would
ha?
Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers.
Ja to
It's
chyba mam,
incredible.
widziałem to.
It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch
A,
is
to
based
wiem,
on
to
the
coś
snitch,
truznicza.
which
Ale to widzieliśmy
barbarically
to.
was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Nie mam, ale widzieliśmy to.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much as...
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Snitchos. Okej, w takim razie musimy z nim pogadać.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okej. Do zobaczyska. Jest. Jestem.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Na pewno zrozumieją, wiesz, chcesz dobrze. To jak masz dobre zamiary, to drugi stwór to wyczuje, czy tam człowiek.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so
Dokładnie.
knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... Never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
Speaking of secrets, I do want to tell you why Victor Rookwood's after me. He's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock's after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig's asked that I not speak of it
Okay.
yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps explain a bit about what we saw back at Horntail Hall. Of course, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. Even the centaurs won't know.
We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fine.
Co jest? O nie. To jest ich gang. To jest ich getto. Spokojnie. Wiesz, to jest jak Brooklyn, mają swoją miejscówkę, dealują staffem. Nie strzelaj do nich.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Little bitch? Ej, spokojnie.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
Dzięki.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
Jasne. Widzisz? Udało się.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
No właśnie, to leży na ziemi, dobra. Wierzę mu, centaury ogarniają. Poza tym był przekonujący.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What's his
Doran.
name? Doran.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I
Jasne,
can head to the
ruszajmy.
library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let
Okej,
you know
okej.
what I find.
Hello, na miejscu.
You made it.
A, jest Poppy. Hej, Poppy! Cześć. Dowiedziałeś się coś o tej jaskini? I o tym świstogliku całym?
I take it this means you had some luck at the library?
It took a few hours and some eye-watering maps, but I think this might be the cave Doran told us about.
Impressive. Especially with how little information he gave us.
Well, I'm still not sure
Co
this
to kurwa
is
za
the
mucha?
cave, but it did seem the most promising. I stumbled across some folklore about a cave in the area that people avoid. Seemed the perfect place to hide something of value. It's a bit of a leap, I confess, but might a mysterious item such as a special moonstone be hidden
No to
in
by się
an
łączyło.
equally mysterious
Praktycznie
cave?
wszystkie artefakty w tej
I think I'm
gierce są
desperate
schowane w
for
jakiejś
anything at
jaskini
this
albo
point.
grocie. Sprawdzimy to. Pochręć się potem koło tej tajemniczej
While we're
kapliczki.
here, we might as well have a look.
Agreed.
Jasne.
I wonder if you'd go blind from staring directly at a moonstone.
Masz rację. Pójdziesz ze mną? Jasne, dawaj. Nie wiem, czy przy niej rzucać awadekadabrę. Dziewczyna nie zestresowała. Szukaj kamień księżycowy. Hop, hop!
Revelio.
Kolejne zadania.
Accio.
Pająki.
You don't think the rumors about the cave are true, do you?
I suppose we'll find out.
Revelio.
Tu coś jest.
Confringo.
It's another.
What the fuck? Zaskoczył mnie.
What is going on with that?
Nie wiem dlaczego, ale był bardzo rozjuszony. To nienormalne dla nich, niepodobne. Coś tu jest. O, znam te triki. Musimy uruchomić to ćmami. Świetlne obrotownice. Natknąłem się na kilka już takich w tej okolicy. Wszystko jasne. Ni chuja.
Revelio. Confringo.
Bombardo? A chcesz?
Vada.
Ćmy, potrzebujemy ćmy. Wow! Potrzebuję tych piór do ulepszenia mojej zbroi. Wszystko się układa.
Foipers.
Tak.
I beg your pardon?
This must be how the rumor about the cave started.
Revelio.
Foipers' song is said to drive anyone who hears it mad.
Accio.
Pająki.
If the moonstone is here and so are Foipers,
Może być
I
gdziekolwiek,
wonder if
wiesz?
it's being protected.
Okej, kolejna zagadka.
Accio.
Znaki. Znaki. Trzeba otworzyć drzwi w dobrej kolejności. Potrzebujemy jeszcze jakiejś dźwigni. Okej. Te. Pierwsze to, a potem zakręciaka. To. Może za wolno. Może tak?
Accio.
Są pierwsze.
Why am I not
Tak, mamy tą
surprised?
ćmę.
First the Foipers and now this.
Lumos.
Tak, prawdopodobnie będzie potrzebne jeszcze do tamtej obrotnicy. Tu mamy takie coś. Kółeczko. No?
We need to find moths for those spinners.
A?
Lumos.
Lumos!
Chodź tu, ćmo, nie bój się.
Lumos!
Ale poczekaj, jeszcze jest jakaś inna ukryta inkantacja. Nie, tutaj. Czekaj. Zamykaj się tam. To. To. Jeszcze raz. Się zamknie. No i co?
Perhaps the runes on the walls have something to do with finding the moths.
My mamy ćmy. Raz i kurwa dwa. No. Rzeczy kręcić tym kurwa. A, to musi pomóc mi, kręć ze mną. Pomogłabyś coś, jazda.
Another obstacle. No matter. I'm sure we can work out a way across.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Teraz trzeba tempo kręcić. Jazda.
Merlin, it's beautiful.
To proste. Potrzebujemy 3 ciem.
Lumos.
Jedną już mamy. Drugą możemy zgarnąć z kolejnej dźwigni. Nie będą już tu potrzebne. Następnie musimy odszukać ćmę. Może gdzieś tutaj spać. A może całkowicie inaczej to wyglądać. To musi otwierać wrota do kolejnej ćmy. Za mną.
Lumos.
Potrzebujecie? Tak sterczysz, chodź. Gazu. Nie wiem co robiłem. Nie wiem co robiłem. Coś się otworzyło? Aha, to, dobra.
Lumos.
A nic nie powie. Okej, skompletowaliśmy wszystkie 3 klucze. Za mną.
You did it!
A jak?
Lumos!
Mamy
I was
towarzystwo.
hoping we wouldn't have to do this again.
Nie mów nic profesorowi. Prawdopodobnie tu jest...
Where the water's bubbling. How odd.
Should we take a closer look?
You read my mind.
A, myślę, że już ten kamień filozoficzny tu będzie. O. Co to? Spadajmy stąd.
Merlin, it's even more beautiful close up. It's got to be here. I just know it.
Piękne miejsce. Brodę Merlina. Patenty. O! To ty. Okej. Myślicie, że wejdziemy tędy? A kąpiele razem wspólne, ja ci kręcę. Dobra. Chyba nie. Kurwa, zbugowało się. Tędy.
Bombarda!
Given what swoopers are known to do, I never thought I'd be so happy to see this many of them.
I don't know. I've been listening to them for a while now, and I'm just
Dziękuję, Jowincjusz, Rućko. Rudziko.
Very funny.
Magus to
I
ziomal.
was just thinking how it's proof
Siema.
that poachers haven't been here, assuming this is where the moonstone is.
Chyba wyczuwał ten cały magiczny kamień.
We found it.
Tak, to!
It's like staring
Dawaj,
directly at
za
the
mną.
moon.
Patrz. Jaki piękny.
Well, we found what we came for. Now we just need to bring it to the henge.
Świetna robota. Myślisz, że będziemy mogli stąd uciec proszkiem fiu?
Well done, Poppy. This did end up being the right cave after all.
A good thing too. We need every advantage over the poachers if we're to get to the Snidgets first. We should do as Doran suggested and bring the moonstone to the henge.
Shall we?
We shall. If we leave now, we should make it there by nightfall. That's the henge, precisely where Doran said it would be. But now that we're here, I'm not entirely sure how to feel. We knew we were at the cave for the moonstone, but Doran didn't tell us what to expect when we placed the stone in the henge.
Wątpię, żeby to było bezpieczne.
I don't think Doran would knowingly send us into danger.
You're right. I suppose I'm worrying over nothing. Let's make our way down. We're nearly at the end of this.
No, myślę, że to nie koniec.
I think that's it over there.
Kamienny krąg. A myślisz, że jesteśmy tu bezpieczni? Że nie ma przypału?
How's your gran doing, by the way?
Nothing keeps Gran down. She set up a caterwauling charm and threatened to make a coat out of the next poacher that set foot on her doorstep. I still feel terrible that I'm the reason they went there.
Surely she'll be pleased you've gone after the Snidgets.
I hope so. Gran understands how important it is to protect those who need it.
O, skoczyłeś. Nie. Tędy chyba nie wejdziemy. Chociaż... Okej, jesteśmy na miejscu.
I think we can safely say we know where the moonstone goes.
Trzeba go tutaj wsadzić. Ale porobiony. Wow, wszystkie zwierzaki z okolicy zaczynają się schodzić. To wytwarza jakąś pozytywną aurę, chyba uratowaliśmy magiczny las. Wow, Poppy, jesteś bohaterką. W końcu jakiś uśmiech na twarzy naszych bohaterów.
Wow!
Oh. That was a mooncalf dance. Do you know how rare it is to see even one?
Udało nam
They
się.
only ever happen under a full moon. Though I suppose the moonstone allowed it to happen now.
Is the pattern they left behind on the ground normal?
All part of the dance. No one pattern is ever the same though. We'll need to draw this one to get a better sense of it. Can't wait to tell Gran I've managed to see not one.
Kolejny
but
taniec
two
Ronan
mooncalf
Balabali.
dances. She'll be
Pięknie.
jealous.
You've seen this before?
Warto było robić
It
tą
was
questa
pure
widzowie dla
luck
tego
the first
tańca.
time. I was on Highwing or I'd never have spotted it. It was the night I... Well, the night I met Highwing, actually
Co się dzieje?
I'd love to hear about how you and Highwing met.
I'd actually like you to know. About 5 years ago, Highwing had been captured by poachers. At first, they planned to sell her, but soon decided they wanted to kill
Oh.
her instead. More money, I suppose. I'd finally had enough. I freed Highwing and we ran. We'd flown for ages when I spotted mooncalves dancing below and we landed to watch them. It felt like an omen, a good one, a sign that the worst was over.
What do you mean you'd had enough and the worst was over?
You see, the night I freed Highwing was also the night I ran away from home. A poacher camp. I come from a family of poachers.
Rozumiem, chcesz zmyć plamę, tak? Swojej rodziny, no to okropne, no ale...
Merlin? I don't know what to say, Poppy. I can't imagine what that must have been like for you.
I never fitted in, but the older I got, the more apparent it became. Gran tried for years to convince my parents to let me live with her. Suffice it to say, when I left with Highwing, I flew straight for her house.
How brave. I'm glad you escaped.
So am I. There were so many creatures I was unable to help when I was younger. Now that's all I want to do.
Dobrze ci bardzo idzie, no fajnie. Kurczę, zatkałaś mnie tą historią. Nie podejrzewałem.
From everything I've seen, you're doing precisely that.
I've had a bit of help. I've never told anyone any of this, but I'm glad that you know. It's nice to have someone to talk about it with.
O, również. Twoi rodzice wiedzą o tym twoim wielkim sabotażu?
Do your parents know about the things you do now? Saving that dragon from the
Dzięki,
fighting
Tyson.
ring, for instance.
Piąteczka dla ciebie, żółwik,
or
ty.
rather, they don't speak to me. Last I heard, they were in Borneo trying to make their fortunes there, acromantulas. However, I wouldn't be surprised if word has got back to them. Some days a part of me hopes that it has. Now that I'm older, I wish I could talk to them, get them to see sense. But sadly, I suspect that wouldn't do any good.
Hej, okej, dziękuję, że mi zaufałeś. Resztę wypowiedzi mam w piździe.
I'm glad you told me.
We should get back to Doran. He'll need to see the symbol, and we've got poachers to beat.
Świetnie.
If
It's
you collect the
Cactus, Siema
moonstone,
Cactus,
I
dzięki
can
za
make a
pierwszy
quick
miesiąc.
drawing of the symbol for Doran.
O, ja go zabieram. Będzie to mój gadżet. Gandziet.
Are you finished with the drawing?
Just barely. I think the pattern's a bird. At least that's what it looks like.
Didn't the journal say the key to finding the Snidget lies in the moonlight?
Of course. That's it. We need to show this to Doran. Not that I'd know where to find him at this hour. Perhaps we should head back to the castle and we can track him down after a good night's sleep.
Hej, dobrze, wracajmy.
Agreed. I'm ready to leave if you are.
Świetnie.